All right, so in this video, I want to kind of cover a realistic setup of it's kind of like a portable stand slash shelf you can use for growing your seeds. So seedlings that doesn't take up a lot of space, that you don't have to have a dedicated room to. It's something you can just set up seasonally. It really takes up really not much space. So if you can't tell by the weights over there in the corner, this is room we use for working out. And this is the room we also use to do our seeds in. So this is just a basic 5-tier metal shelf. The wire rack, which you do need the wires to hang stuff from. It's exactly 5 feet tall. You got 5 tiers, a foot between each tier. It's about 30 inches wide and just a couple feet deep. And it works really well. We don't have a whole lot set up on it right now, but we're about to pretty soon. I don't know if this particular shelf is made anymore, but if it is, that is the model number right there. It's probably bought from Amazon several years ago. The brand of the grow lights we're using, once again, just off of Amazon, Chinese brand right there. I'll get a little closer. I'll show you the model number and heat mats and what we actually use. When we first started, we started actually hanging the lights just off of some plastic chain link like such for years. You just literally hook the grow light to this and just adjust your height just based on what plastic chain link you hooked it up to. And this year we went to a pulley system. First year doing it. They're just a pulley kit. Once again, you can get off something like Amazon if you want to do something like this. I don't know how durable it's going to be, but hopefully it'll hold up well, and it allows us to it makes adjusting the lights a little bit easier once you get used to it. And it allows you to pull up the lights a little bit tighter, giving you maybe an extra ½ inch to an inch of space once the plants get taller. And I'm also going to show you what we originally started with and what we still use for once our plants get bigger. This is a great place to get things started. And it's also good just for plants that are a little bit smaller in size throughout, especially like flowers and stuff. So let me move this a little bit closer. All right, so we're a little up close to it. The grow light is a 24-watt full spectrum LED grow light. Obviously there's tons of different ones to choose from. Kind of pick on what you want. One thing I would give suggestions to is focus on stuff that has removable cables and that you can actually get replacement cables for, not ones where the cable was integrated with in part of it, because that cable ever gets damaged or a switch goes bad, then you have to buy a whole new setup just over cable. So you want something that the cable is removable, and hopefully a brand that sells at least some replacement cables or something. I would recommend that. And the heat mats, this is just a 10 by 20 heat mat. There's a ton of different brands out there. Just get whatever you want. Maybe get a multi-pack. They're cheaper. There's tons and tons of. They're all very similar. They don't generate a whole lot of just little warming mats. And then for our plant trays, when we originally started, we actually just started with down here, this one, literally like the foil cooking containers people use for holiday food and stuff, and get the plastic little lids for them. And that's what we started with. And even spend the money on actual plant trays, and all of our different sizes we use, either 6-packs, the pint size, they're all reused ones from the flowers we purchased at the nursery. So we've actually never bought any pots for our seedlings. We just reuse the ones through the nursery. Now this is a tray we actually eventually did buy. These are ones that had little dome lids, these little humidity control things you can move to. But all of these little seedlings, these little pint containers, those are just reused ones from flowers at the nursery. We didn't actually pay out of pocket for those. And really it's kind of what I recommend doing if you do buy flowers, because those little seed packs, but they're a little nicer, heavy duty plastic and stuff, but kind of pricey for what they are. And it's just better to reuse stuff. Like I said, this is what we hang the lights from. We used to use a chain link. Now I use this adjustable cable. See how it does. You can adjust the height all the way down or all the way up. And that's basically it. And then, like I said, the top, obviously, you're not going to be able to do anything with the top unless you hang something from your ceiling or something. But you can use it for storage or plastic trays. This has like some extra chain link and cables and stuff in it. Of course, a little watering container. And then I'm going to show you what we kind of moved to once our tomato plants and stuff get taller, and what we actually originally started with before we went to this setup. All right, so if you can't tell, we're in the attic right now because I haven't gotten this out yet because we don't need it yet. That's what we originally started with. Your basic plant rack that has your, not an LED light, but an actual standard fluorescent tube grow light. I'm sure you can get these with the LED grow light. If you can, I'd recommend them. They're more reliable and they work better. They use less energy. That's actually what we originally started with, was 2 of these. This is the nicer, bigger one, which we've kept. And that's actually what we take out, we put up against the wall, and we put like our tomatoes and stuff under. And this is also a great setup, something you could do too, to start off with. Real simple. Just get one of these, put it up against the wall somewhere in your house, and put your plants underneath of it. Get one with plenty of output. And these have more height adjustability for your taller plants and stuff. But you don't need, unless you're doing a lot of plants, and you don't need a greenhouse. You don't need, a special like utility room or anything like that. You can, use the space that you have in your house, and just, set it up seasonally, and then just, put it up later, which is what we do. And, it works out quite well for us. Anyway, I hope this helps someone, give them some ideas of setting up, maybe some grow lights in their house, maybe getting away from like the window sills. You end up with like, very leggy, skinny plants. This allows the plants to really get quite robust and get some decent stems on them, decent leaf formation by actually having the lights right on them versus, them really trying to stretch out to get to the light. And hope y'all have a good day.